8 famous men who ended up on the street. 1. Iran. The Blade Barkley. The Blade amassed $5 million from his boxing career, but the former champion lost it all. Barkley was forced to move in with his niece. They lived in the Patterson houses. It's a public housing development in the Bronx. When she evicted him, Barkley slept in subway cars. He eventually ended up at a Howard Johnson Express. 2. Willie Ames. Ames was a star of 8 is Enough. At its peak, the show paid him over $1 million a year. Then he divorced and found himself in debt. Bankruptcy and foreclosure followed soon afterward. Ames resorted to sleeping under bushes and in parking garages. He became an alcoholic. Ultimately, he cleaned up and worked on a cruise ship. He has appeared in several Hallmark movies since 2015. 3. Sugar Ray Williams. Sugar Ray once captained the New York Knicks. He played for the Boston Celtics in the 1985 NBA Finals. Then he dropped off the radar. His NBA pension was an impressive $200,000. But Sugar Ray lost it all in a real estate scam. In 2010, reporters found him sleeping in a car in Florida. He later found a job as a recreation specialist. Sugar Ray died in obscurity in 2013. 4. Rocky Lockridge. Lockridge was a 2-time world boxing champion, but he lost it all when he started losing his winning stride. Lockridge later admitted to having a 20-year drug habit. After each fight, he would party for 2 weekends. Lockridge lived on the streets of Camden, New Jersey. For 10 years, he had no money. In 2019, he died at the age of 60. 5. Bobby Driscoll. Driscoll was one of Disney's first live-action child stars. He voiced Peter Pan in the 1953 film. In 1950, Driscoll won an Oscar for his role in The Window, but a drug addiction ruined his career. Driscoll died of an overdose at 31. He was broke and anonymous at the time. His body was found in an abandoned building in New York. He was buried as a John Doe. The body was later identified through fingerprints. 6. Sly Stone. At one point, Sly Stone was one of the biggest names in music. He fronted the legendary funk band Sly and the Family Stone. Stone owned several houses throughout the United States. These even included a vineyard in the Napa Valley. By 2011, he was living in a camper van in LA. Stone claimed he didn't mind as long as he could write songs. Now 81 years old, Stone is still living a reclusive life, but he has a house in an anonymous Los Angeles suburb. 7. Danny Bonaducci. Bonaducci was a beloved child star of the 1970s, but after The Partridge Family, he started drinking. Then he switched to drugs. After several stints in rehab, the actor found himself homeless. He lived out of his car behind Grauman's Chinese Theater. Bonaducci told reporters autograph seekers were welcome. He's since become a DJ on the radio. 8. Randy Quaid. Quaid was in National Lampoon's Vacation and Independence Day, but in the 2010s, the actor found himself in financial trouble. He and his wife skipped out on a hotel bill of $10,000. They were caught squatting in their former property. The Quaids fled to Canada, but were deported. They eventually settled in Vermont. Quaid hasn't appeared in a major film for over 10 years.